Hey guys, my name's Layla and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're here talking about rare plants, or at least the rare plants that I have in my collection. And there's not very many of them, there's only a few, but these plants mean so much to me and I got them for steals, honestly, in my opinion. I feel like you can't find some of these plants for under $50 to $60, which I got all of these plants for under that or for free in trades. So I'm really excited about that. And my first plant is one of my favorites, the Alocasia Silver Dragon. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. There's a giant marble in there that just fell out. But it's my Alocasia Silver Dragon. Sorry about all of the light. Oh my gosh, I can't figure out where to hold this. So it is in leca, and it's doing really great. I've had this for about a week now, and it's rooted really well. I don't have to worry about it because it is in leca. There's even a little bit of water still down in there, and it's doing really good. I'd say it's like half an inch of water that it's in. But this is a 5-leaf plant, and I actually got this plant for, I believe I paid $30. No, I paid $40 for this. No, 30. I paid $30 for this plant, which I think is kind of crazy because any other place that I've gone to, like this is from Alpine Nursery, and it was $80 for its original price. 80. That's a lot. Which, I mean, to a lot of plant people that's not a lot, but I love to find bargain deals on plants. I'm kind of cheap, I guess you could say. Well, not I guess. To be totally honest, I am pretty cheap. I love to thrift. I love to find different things on sale, and that includes plants. So our next up is Monstera celtipicana. I have such a hard time saying that name. And it's a little one, but it's so cute. I paid $25 for this. And it's got great veining on the leaves. I mean, look at that silver come off of it. It's gorgeous. And this is actually 2 plants in one. So if I really wanted to, I could take this out and I could plant it in something else and I could have 2 of them. But I think it looks so adorable like this in this little white cash pot. And mind you, these were both in leca before I got them. I actually changed it from being in leca to being in soil because some of the leaves had fallen off like a week after I had gotten it. Like, I didn't mess with it, I didn't change the water, I didn't mess with the leca that was in there, and leaves still fell off. So I decided to put it back into soil to see how it does, and I honestly think it's doing really well. It's got some great aerial roots. It's trying to find something to cling on to, so I'm actually going to have to make a moss pole for it here soon, which I will make a video about here in the future. Next up, now I know that these are not rare everywhere, but they can be hard to find, which is part of our problem when we look for plants. It's either it's too expensive, it's too hard to find, and I actually got this as a freebie. It's a Transcadia Nanook. Sorry, my kids like to put toys, so we have a dinosaur here as well, and my plants. But like I said, I don't think that this is exactly rare. I know it's more of a hard to find plant. It's been hitting the market a lot more lately. I actually saw some at Fred Meyer's. They had baskets of them for $15, and they were pretty decently sized baskets. All of them were vining out. This is a rehab plant that I got for free, actually. I'm working really hard to get it more full. I know that's going to take time, but I am very invested in my plants, so I do want to watch them all thrive. Next, we have the Philodendron Brantinanum. I just call it the Philodendron brandy because like I said, I'm terrible with names. So this one I think I paid $30 for this, $35 maybe, but it looks great. I mean, it's really full for its pot size. It does really well in my setup, and I actually buy all of my lights from Amazon, and for this set it was $19.99, and this brandy is just loving it. I haven't had any issues with it since the time that I've gotten it. I like to give plants at least a 3-month trial run just to find out if I mesh well with those plants. but I am very excited about this one. It's very exciting to me to be able to have rare plants, to be able to take care of them and watch them grow and thrive, because not everybody gets a chance to. Not everybody has a green thumb or understands plants. And I can speak to that because I used to not have a green thumb at all. I couldn't take care of plants. I couldn't keep them alive. I couldn't do anything with them. They basically just turned to mush. And it was really frustrating for me because I wanted so badly to have plants. My grandma had a green thumb. My mom had a green thumb. Everybody in my family seemed to have a green thumb except for me. It was the most frustrating thing in the world because I wanted more than anything to have giant vining pothos in my house like my grandma did, or have giant Congo plants, or to be able to have Christmas cactus. And now that I'm older and I have my own kids, I'm actually great with plants. I'm better with plants than I realized I would be. I have way more fun with them than I thought I would. I guess you could call it a little obsessive. If you're not really into plants and then you just start out all of a sudden, which is basically what I did. I started out with succulents and worked my way up to houseplants. My boyfriend called it a trial run for more plants. Little did he know our living room would be full of them. We're almost to 100, 23 more plants until we're at 100 plants, guys. So, anyways, aside from my babbling, up next we have the Sansevieria Moonshine. And I love this guy. He has some leaf damage, you know. There's some holes in the leaves here and there. But I think he's so cute. And this leaf in the middle was not this big before, if I'm being totally honest with you. It was probably half this size when I first got it. So, I mean, it is growing well. And there's actually another little stem coming out, which is so exciting. I love it when I see new growth on my plants. I get so excited. Oh my gosh. So, also, there's like ribbing kind of on this leaf. Well, I don't think it's called ribbing. There's the vertical lines that you can see coming in on this leaf. They're a little bit darker than the rest of the leaf, which I think looks really cool. Next up, we have my pink princess Philodendron. Now, I love this thing. I honestly paid way less money than I probably should have for this, which I'm really happy about. I purchased this for $80. Now, it was 4 leaves when I got it originally, but I had some problems with overwatering. I didn't realize, I think it was watered before it was sent out, which I did not think about. And then when I got it, I put it in dirt because it was bare root. And then after that, I watered it a little bit too much, and I bottom water all of my plants. I'm really big on that because I don't want to mess my plants up. I don't want them to just be sitting in water constantly with their roots. So this is what's left of her, I should say. And she's really cute. She's got some adorable variegation on her leaves, and she actually has her new leaf unfurling. I put her in my prop box because I wanted to see how she would do in there. I wanted to see if it was just the humidity maybe, that I wasn't giving it enough, or maybe I just wasn't taking care of it like I should have, which I'm guessing is the case. But its leaf is finally unfurled. So, I mean, I must be on the right track. Like I said, I don't know everything about plants. I'm actually still learning a lot about plants as I go. But everything's about trial and error. Everything is about being able to find out whether or not something works. You know, that's the whole gist of plants. That's the whole basis of them. Because if a spot doesn't work for them, you move them someplace else. Like, I have a ZZ plant. When I first got it, I didn't realize that it was supposed to be in shade mostly. You can put them in direct sun and they'll be fine. But mine, I think, does better. I got it from Home Depot. It was in the back of the shelf. There wasn't very much light. They have those big plastic shelving units that barely have holes in them set up at the Home Depot where I live. And when I saw it, I was like, this is the saddest ZZ plant I've ever seen. Like, it looks so limp. It looks so just tired and just done. And so I really wanted it. My best friend bought it for me for my birthday, which shout out to her because she's totally awesome for that. But I brought it home, and now I have it about 6 feet back from a window. It's in a hanging pot, so it does get warmer air than my other plants do. Sorry, my kids waiting for us to be quiet. So it does get some warmer air. I noticed that it dries out a lot faster, which it seems to like. I water mine once a month, honestly. And it has new sprouts all the time. At least every time I go up there to look and see how it's doing, there's new sprouts in it, and it does really well. But anyways, sorry. I tend to ramble sometimes. I'll probably edit most of this out of the video. Then we have my Hoya Leuconosa, which is a clipping. I love the light coming through on this leaf because you can see all the veins in it, which you usually can't. Now, I got this for free, actually, in the same care package that the Sansevieria Moonshine came in. And I was really surprised that I had even gotten this because, one, Hoyas don't like me. I have a few of them. We're surviving at the moment, but I'm really trying to get down their care because I think they're so beautiful. And they remind me of succulents, which is what I started out with when I first started doing plants. But at the same time, they're not like succulents. They're very testy. Their roots are very sensitive. If you overwater them, it can be hazardous to their health. It gets to the point to where you can't even take care of them anymore because they basically just die off. And speaking of Hoyas, I actually have a Hoya cartesia cutting also as well, which is doing really well. It has some roots coming out. I got this also about a week ago. I love the leaf shape. I love the pattern on the leaves. I love how thick the leaves are, and it looks really great. And last but not least, now this is just one cutting. I had two, but they actually died. But this is my Philodendron micans cutting, and it's doing really good. Sorry, you can't really see that. It's doing really good. It hasn't died off yet. One of them died, and it was just the node left. But it has some really good roots growing in on it. It's doing really great. But yeah, those are my rare plants that I have for you guys this week. Let me know what you think of my video this week. If you have any suggestions, be sure to leave them in the comment bar down below. And please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.